Hello, children. Good morning. How are you all? This is Aisha from the Department of Science, and I'm here again with some more questions to make you practice for Olympiads. I've got some resource book here which has so many questions based on different chapters. So I'm going to share some of them with you now. Let us see if we can answer all these or not. So before this, I would like all of you to go through that synopsis or the summary of points, main points from the lesson separation of substances that I gave a few weeks ago, right? So please go through that again, read each and every point and understand the concept well. Then just go through this video so that it will be easy for you to understand and answer. Let us answer some questions today. Okay, let's go for the 11th one. 10th already I told you in my last week. I explained it to you in my last video. So coming to the 11th question, identify the compound from the following. So to answer this, you need to have an idea of what a compound is. A compound is formed from two or more different atoms, children. We all know that atoms combine to form molecules. So elements and compounds are molecules. If same atoms combine, they are elements. If different atoms combine, they are compounds. Let us see the options now. Oxygen. What is the formula of oxygen? It is O2, children. That means two oxygen atoms, they combine to form one molecule of oxygen. Because same atoms are combining, is it an element or a compound now? It's an element only, so it's not a compound. Let us see hydrogen. Hydrogen formula is H2. That means two atoms of hydrogen combine. Same atoms are combining again, so hydrogen is also an element. Let us see carbon dioxide. It is nothing but CO2. That means one atom of carbon and two atoms of oxygen are combining. Are they all same, children? No. So different atoms are combining. That's why B, carbon dioxide, is a compound. And air is a mixture. We have so many compounds and elements combined. So it is not a compound. So the compound here in these options is carbon dioxide. Hope you understood it, children. Let's go to the next one. Identify the element from the following. Now you see which one is an element now. Carbon dioxide, as we saw here, it is not an element, it is a compound, right? Air is a mixture. Water, what is the formula of water? It is H2O. So it is also containing different atoms. So it is also a compound. So which one is an element here? Oxygen, because it has same atoms in its structure, in its molecule, right? Which of the following is an example of a solid in gas mixture? So there has to be a solid mixed in gas. Such a mixture we have to find out now. Soil, it has got so many things, like it has got minerals, it has got sand particles, stones, etc. There is a little of oxygen also present, but it has got some water also, liquid also. So it's a different mixture. Moisture, it's nothing but liquid, water vapor in gas, right? So this is also not the right option. We have seen this, no, children, already. So B, smoke, is the right option because we have here particles of carbon or dust particles present, mainly carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide are nothing but carbon particles which are called as soot. So very tiny particles are present in smoke of carbon. That is why this is the right option here. Solid soot particles in gas. So let us go to the next one. Which of the following does not belong to the group formed by the others? That means you have to pick the odd one out, children. So let us see. Brass, buttermilk, water and steel. In order to know this, you have to know the nature of all these options here, children. Brass is an alloy. What do you mean by an alloy, children? That means it is made from two or more metals. So brass is an alloy. It is a mixture. Buttermilk also contains so many things, isn't it? So it is also a mixture. Steel also is an alloy of two or more of metals. Actually, it is made from iron. So this is also a mixture. The pure substance is water, children, because it is a compound. It is a pure substance. Elements and compounds are called as pure substances, whereas other mixtures are impure substances, children. Okay, so all these things, elements and compounds, they are pure substances. So a pure substance is made of only one kind of atoms or molecules, correct, isn't it? It can contain one kind of atoms, like in case of elements, or one kind of molecules, like in case of compound. So I told you that elements and compounds both are pure substances. Compounds are molecules, and elements are compound is also a pure substance, and elements also are pure substances. Two or more kinds of molecules, if they are present, it is called as a mixture, which is impure. So this is also wrong. Mixture of homogeneous substances, homogeneous, again a mixture, it can't be pure. All of the above is also wrong. So option A is correct here. Okay, children. Which of the following statements about a mixture is true now? So we know that pure substance contain only one kind of atoms or molecules, whereas mixture contains two or more kinds of molecules. Okay, let us see the options here. It is a pure substance. Is it a pure substance? Can mixtures be pure substances, children? No, it's a wrong option. Pure substances are either elements or compounds only. Okay. Its constituents are not combined chemically. This is right about a mixture, children, because in a mixture different substances are present. Okay, then they are present just physically, they don't combine chemically. So this is correct. Its constituents do not retain their individual properties. It's wrong, because even in a mixture different substances will have their own properties. Like one best example I'll give you. We eat that salt mixture, no? We have that namkeen, or what you call mixture that we eat. Mixture, what do you say? So it has got peanuts, it has got peas, it has got those sticks like thing, it has got bundi, all these things. But every component, like the bundi, it has got its own flavor. The groundnut in that, it has got its own flavor. So it is not becoming into it is not combining off with other components, isn't it? So it has got its own individual properties. We can taste them separately, right? So this is also wrong. Its constituents do not retain their individual properties is wrong. They retain their individual properties in a mixture. It is always homogeneous? No, it cannot be always homogeneous. It can be heterogeneous also many a times, isn't it? Like I said, this mixture, you're able to see different components, no? So how can it be homogeneous? It is heterogeneous only. So what is the right option? Its constituents are not combined chemically. That's the right option. In a mixture, constituents exhibit similar properties. All those constituents will not have similar properties, no? So this is wrong. Only those properties which are characteristic to the mixture? No, this is also wrong. They exhibit their own properties. I told you, here. So they retain their individual properties in a mixture. So this is correct. No properties is also wrong. What is the process by which a gas changes to liquid? It is called condensation, children. Decantation, sublimation and sedimentation is wrong. Okay. Let us understand few more questions and answers here. What kind of mixtures are alloys? I told you, what are alloys, children? They are made of two or more metals or non-metals actually. So they are solid mixtures. Always remember, alloys are solid mixtures like the brass, steel, etc. Okay. What kind of mixtures are aerated drinks? That means soft drinks that we drink, like the Coca-Cola, Pepsi, etc. What do they contain in them? So as soon as you open the bottle, you get a fizz, right? That is nothing but it is because of the dissolved carbon dioxide gas. They contain dissolved carbon dioxide gas. So gas is present in a liquid. So what kind of mixture is it? Gas in liquid mixture. Did you get that, children? So we have completed around 10 questions today. Next class we will be knowing more. We will be dealing with more number of questions. Okay children. Thank you.